So we're discussing about this apad dharma. Who has got the right to do such an act? Even though it's a sinful act, but still the sin does not even touch him, they cannot afflict him. But that person, the condition it was put there was he should be in that state, very deplorable state, especially almost to die. Number one. The second condition was he should have these three qualities. He should be a learned man, he should have virtuous, he should be famous. And the intention to live, to survive, should be that he should be helpful to himself and also helpful to somebody else. Then only he has right to do such a heinous act also to survive his own body. Therefore, tasyapi jivitam prati, even he can do such a censurable act only if there is no other goal also. Third condition is tasyapi jivitam prati upayantre ajugupsite sati. If there is some other irreproachable actually, means of livelihood, is non-censured by the Vedas. If there is possibilities there, such means are also available. There is not necessary that you should go to condemnable act also. There says, ajugupsite sati, upayantre, ajugupsite upayantre sati. If there is possibility of, or if there is availability of such means which are irreproachable, which are not censured by the Vedas, that is, if you are a Brahmin, you can take Bhiksha from a Brahmin house. If some Brahmin fellow is ready to give you Bhiksha, why should you go and take Bhiksha in a Shudra's house? Knowingly. Because I am a scholar, why Papa will not happen to me, no sins will touch me, therefore as and because I am a scholar I can go and eat in a Shudra. If you do like that, then you will go to Naraka, he says, Acharya Shankar. Knowingly don't do that. The circumstances and the conditions are forcing you to do such a condemnable act. And that too for your survival, if you have to do it, then only you have to do it. And not otherwise. If there is such irreproachable means available at that time, then jugupsitam vetat karma doshai bhavati. Then this censurable act will be condemnable by each and every one. Jnanavalepana, I say very clear now. What the present day Brahmagyanis do. Jnanavalepena kurvato narakapata syadeva iti vipraya. But stating that I have got jnanam, therefore I can do whatever I like. Jnanavalepena with the pretension of knowledge. Here Ushasti also, if he had said that I have got the pratyahara, prastava, udgita knowledge, therefore I can do whatever I like. With the pretension of knowledge, if somebody does such condemnable acts in the name of surviving and other giving reasons, then that fellow surely will go to hell. There is no doubt in it. This is the intention of the word used here, pradranaka in the mantra. Pradranaka shabda shravana. The word was there in the very first mantra, pradranaka vavasa. Pradranaka means what? The most deplorable condition. Very poor, not able to live, survive also. He has nothing in such a condition. And at that time, irreproachable means are not available too. And the person who wants to survive is a scholar. He has got knowledge. He has got virtues. He is famous. He wants to live not for selfish ends. He wants to live to fulfill his duties. And also to help other people through his knowledge. This is what he says. Here what he is doing now. In the next month it will come, he ate only a little to survive, they took the rest for the wife. It was his duty. Well, how is she? She is not an adolescent woman also. An young child, small child she is. Just 10, 11 years old girl. How he can neglect her and die? It is his duty, once he has accepted her as wife, to look after her. That for that main purpose, he is not for selfish end. And the other purpose is the knowledge that he had got of the prastava, udgita and pratihara, he can give to some other scholars. That is why he wants to survive. सह खादित्वातिशेषान् जायाया आजहार सा अग्रेव सुभिक्षा बभूव तान् प्रतिगृह्य निदधौ स that Ushasti Chakrayana, her verily knowingly having eaten Khaditva Atisheshan, you see, he did not eat the whole thing. Atisheshan Jayayai Ajahara. The remainder portion of it he took he carried it, Ajahara, he carried it for his wife. Sagreva Subiksha Babuva. But unfortunately, she earlier itself, before this fellow reached with that pulses, earlier itself she had possessed of good arms. She had good foot. But she did not want to disrespect her husband. Therefore she took it, tan pratikriya, she took from his hands and kept it secured. She deposited some bowl or something and she has kept it securely. Expecting maybe we may need tomorrow morning, if I don't or he don't eat anything, we may use this same thing. They know, both are knowing that we are in a famine condition. We may need anything to eat, anything to drink. Then whatever is, let it be, not thrown away, but she wanted to secure it. And that is the habit. Shastra, Bhashakara is the streets for bhava also. If something they get, it is eatable means, okay, we are not eating now, let us keep it. Secure it in a proper way, so we can eat it later on. सह प्रात संजिहान उवाच यद्पदान्नस्य लभे मही धनमात्रागं राजा सौयक्षदे समा सर्वैरार्थ-विज्जरणीतेति. We'll take both the mantras together, it is better to understand. Sah pratah, in the early morning, sanjihana, after waking or after getting up from his bed, uvacha, he said, sa uvacha, he means Ushasti said, Yadbata annasya labemahi. If, alas, bata means alas, if at all I could have got a little bit of food also, then surely dhanamatram labemahi. I could have surely earned a little bit of money. How? All this will be telling so that she can listen. She is speaking, telling this to himself within an audible distance. His wife is listening to what he is saying. She may think, why is this fellow saying so? Therefore, he gives the reason there. Raja so yakshate, the king of the close by, nearby state is going to perform a sacrifice. So, if a person, why he should give you money? He is performing a sacrifice. He might have got already priests. To those priests he will give dakshina. Why will he give it to you? For that also the reason is given. Sama sarvairartha. Surely he will have chosen me for all the duties, all the priestly duties to be done by all the priests. That means you say such a scholar, such a jnani was Ushasti. He had known what is going to happen in the future. This is the benefit of the meditation that he was doing. Prastava, Udgita, Pratyahara. He was doing the meditation of all the three. He was not meditating only on Udgita. He was meditating on all the three divisions with the deities of the three divisions. Then he had got that ability of seeing what is going to happen in the future, near future. Sarvair arpijyat vrinita iti. For all the duties to be performed by all the priests, surely he would have chosen me, if at all I had been there by some time. Therefore, if I get a little food now, I'll drink some water and I'll reach there, immediately I can be gaining some money. Bhashyam. Tasya sakhaditva, having eaten some part of it, atisheshan, the remaining part, adishishtan, jayayai, karunyadajaraha, out of compassion, he took the rest, he carried the rest of the black pulses for his wife. Sa atiki agreva kulmasha prapte hai. Sa atiki, that little girl, maybe out of pity, somebody might have called her and given food. There's a Bhasha is doing Artiki. She's an adolescent girl means what? She's too small. Somebody might have pitied on her. So Artiki Agreva, earlier itself, Kulmasha Prapte, Agre means when? Before this black pulses were brought by her husband. Subhiksha, Shobhana Bhiksha, Labdanna. She had already got very good arms. She was possessed of good arms. Babuva, Samritta, she had eaten it also, not only possessed, she had eaten it. And she was okay. Tathapi, even then, she could have told to her husband, I have already eaten, I don't want. But she did not reply at all. Quietly she took whatever he gave. Stri swabhavyad anavajyaya. Stri swabhavyad. It is the feminine nature. She did not want to disrespect her husband. Anavajyaya. Disrespect her husband. Therefore, tan kulmashan puttur hastat pratigrahya. She took from her husband's hands all those leftover black pulses and nidadau nikshiptavati. She kept it or deposited in some bowl and secured it in a place, safe place. Sa tasyaha karma. Now tell me what is the pata in your books, in this bhashan. Tasyaha karma. Janan, not ajanan. But some people are taking ajanan also meaning. Having not known her this act. Most of the people have taken like this also. In many English commentaries also I have seen this meaning. But here according to Anandagiri and according to the other Hindi commentaries, Sanskrit commentaries, Narendrapuri Tippanam and all, it is Jnanam. Because any person who can know the near future, can't he know the near past? Has he not got that quality? Then how it can be ajanan? It cannot be. It should be jnana. So karma jnana, having known her act, knowingly know what he states. Prata ushakala sanjyana. Prata means ushakala in the early morning. Sanjyana means shayanam nidram va parityajan. Shayanam means bed. Nidra means sleep. Either he leaving his bed or getting out of sleep. Early in the morning, Vacha, he said. How he said that? He did not murmur to himself slowly. People do like that also. No? But he knowingly is telling aloud so that she can listen and give him whatever she has kept in the night. Patnya shrinuvatya. He is speaking in such a way, telling in such a way that it is in an audible distance to his wife. Yad means yadi. Here yad is abhayam in the meaning of yadi. If. But alas, khidyamano. Out of anguish is telling this. Anyasya stokam labemahi. Even if at present got a little bit of food also. Stokam labemahi. Depending on the word bata, these meanings are being given by Bhashakara. Khidyamana, out of anguish. Stokam, a bit food also. If at all I had attained, tad bhuktva, having eaten that annam, that food, samarto, I would have become fit to go. And gatva, having gone out, labhemai dhanamatram dhanasyalpam, I would have gained a little bit of money for our livelihood. Tato asmakam jivanam bhavishyati. Then our livelihood would be secured. Dhanalabe cha karanamaha. Now, for acquiring wealth, he is giving the reason, the means how he is going to acquire, by which mean he is going to acquire the wealth. He wants to give that clarification to his wife. He said, aha, Raja aso. Aso, that's why aso. Aso means is very, very nearby, not very far away. Yakshate. He is going to perform a great sacrifice, a Vedic rite. Here in Tika, it should be told Yakshyati. Because Ushasti is telling he is going to do. So even he is going to draw, king is going to do, means it should be Yakshati Parsvepadam. How is the mantra actually Yakshate Atmanepadam? Bhashikara says, Yajmanatvat Tasya Atmanepadam. Because the king is the Yajmana, is the performer of the sacrifice. Therefore here the word is Atmanepada, it cannot be Parsvepada. Such a Raja, that king will surely mam, me. Patram upalabhya. He will be perceiving me to be a very fit person. For what? Sarvairarth vijay. Ritik karma vihi. Ritik karma prayojanaya. He will be perceiving me to be a befitting person for all the priestly duties, or the priestly duties of all the priests. Not only one priest, of all the priests. Sarvairarth vijay. Ritik Kanovi. That means Ritik Kano Pravojanaya, for the purpose of performing all priestly duties. Vrinita, he would have chosen me. Tam Jayo Vacha, she was hearing it. The verse immediately replies. Tam Jayo Vacha, Hanta Padaima Eva Kulmasha iti Tan Khaditva Amum Yajjam Vitutam Yeyaya. When having heard of what he was speaking, she, the wife, told Vacha, Hanta, if it be so, He Pate, O my husband, Ima Eva Kulmasha, the one that you had given last night, they are themselves here now. Take these black pulses itself, and having eaten them, Tan Khayitva, Amum Yagyam Vitatam Yeyaya, go to that Yagyam, that sacrifice, which is already Vitatam. That means even she is not ordinary now here. Vitatam, it is already, because depending on the statement of her husband, she is telling this. Not because she has got the perceiving capacity of what has been happened there. She is so young. Therefore, we have to understand, because of the statement of her husband, she is actually implying that it is going to happen now. Immediately it is going to happen. Vitatam. That means other pandits, other priests have already made ready. Everything is ready. Yajna Mandapa is ready, Havish is ready, everything is ready. And the karma is going to be started. She is implying this, depending upon the statement of her husband. Vitatam, which is already, which has been set ready at present. For that you please go yeyaya. Evam utktavantam jayavacha. Who had spoken thus to him, his wife told, Hanta, if that is so, if that to be so, Grihana means take. Is not there in the mantra. Grihana word is not there, but Bhashava is adding it. Ima eva kulmasha grihana. The kriyapada should be there. He pata, O my husband, ima eva yem madasten virikshiptaha tvaya. Ima, these, only these. Which are these? Yem madaste. These are those pulses only which you had put into my hands yesterday night. Vinikshiptaha tvaya, by yourself. Kulmasha, the black pulses. Here are they. Please take them. Tan khaditva, having eaten them, amum yagyam, go to that. Go to, you have to take from yeyaya. Rajyo vitam vistaritam ritik bhir. The yajna is being done by the king. And who has made the preparations? Ritik bhir vistaritam. The priests have already made ready everything. Please go to that. Yeyaya. Therefore he also goes there now. Having eaten those pulses, Ushasti goes to the place where the king is doing the sacrifice. Tattodgatrin astave stoshamanan upopavivesha saha prastotaram uvacha. Tatra, having gone there, having reached there, Udgatrin astave, he approached to the group of Udgatas. Udgatrin, that's why it's Bhavojanam. The place, he approached the place Astava. Astava is a place in the Yajna where this Udgatri group will be sitting and singing the Sama. He approached that place where these people were engaged. Who? Udgatri, all the four. Because usually Sama is not sung by one person, or not the whole Sama together. The point to be understood here is why he is telling Udgatri and Astava Stoshamanan. Because in the 5 part, especially when we are singing the 5 parts, the first part will be sung by Udgata, the second part by his assistant, third part by his another assistant, fourth part by another assistant, and the 5th part by all together. This is the rule actually. There are 4 people, Udgatri group. Out of them, the first one will take the first part, the Hinkara. The second person will take the Prastava. The third person will take up the Udgita. The fourth person will take the Pratihara. And the 5th part will be taken by all the 4. Grouply they will sing in the last part only, the Nidhana part. That's how it is usually. Rarely it is, the whole thing will be sung by all together also in certain samas. But usually it is seen that this is how they break the 5. If it is 7 also, then the first 2 will be taken up by one person, the first person. Then the third by 1, fourth by 1, 5th by 1, and 6th and 7th by all together. That's why he's telling here, he went to that place first, where all were sitting. And they were already engaged. And they were ready to sing the praises towards the deities who are going to come in that day, get to on that day. And what he did? Stoshamana. Where's the Stoshamana? That is, they were already engaged in singing. They are praising the deities. Upapavesha. He sat down near. Whom? Saha prastotaram. Close to the prastota. And he told to him. What he told? In the next month it will become. Tatra, there. Cha. Gatva, having gone. Udgatri Purushan, where the group of Udgatas, the singers. There are 3: Prastota, Pratiharta, and Subramanya. These are the people, is it not? Udgata, Prastota, Pratiharta, and the last one is Subramanya. These are the 4 people. So where they were sitting in that place, approaching them. Where did he approach them? Not in their rooms, but in the Astave. Stvanti asmin iti astava. The place where they will be sitting and singing. The place where singing is done by these people. That place is called as astava. He approached these people there. And what were they doing at that time when he approached? Stoshamanan. They were already starting to sing. Or they might have started to sing also. The Sama in praise of the deities of that day. What did you do? What did you do when you were approached there? Upapavesha Samip Upavishtahat Tesham. He went and sat close to them. Upavishya, after having sitting down over there, what did he do? Saha, that Ushasti Chakrayana, Prastotaram Vacha. He spoke to Prastota. That means he went very close to him. And he not because the yajna was already going on. They are already starting the singing, or maybe they have started the singing also. How can go and tell with a loud voice? You cannot disturb anybody there. Then when he started slowly, he's telling in his ears. Do you know the deity which you are going to sing now? That means when he is telling to this Prastota, at that time, the first person was singing, the Hinkara. The Hinkara was going on. And Prastota was ready, he was waiting for his turn to come. And in between, this fellow goes and catches him. Before singing, you should be knowing the deity. Otherwise, don't sing. Prastotarya devata prastav manvayatta tanche davidvan prastoshyasi murdhade vipadishyati. He created fear in him. Hey Prastota, oh Prastota. To draw his attention, he is using the benedictory case over here. Hey Prastota. But he is not shouting there. At his ears when he's telling, "Hey Prastota, Ya Devata Prastavanvata." Do you know which is the deity which is associated in the Prastava, in the introductory praise that you are going to do now? Tam cheda vidvan prastoshasi. And having not known that, without knowing that deity, if you will introduce the sama, we are going to introduce the praise part. Prastava is what? Introduction part. That's why the name is Prastava. You are going to sing the introduction part, introducing part of the sama, then what is going to happen? In front of me, I already coming over here, I have come here. And in front of a person is knowing. Without knowing it, if you sing, what is going to happen? Murdhati upadishati. Your head will fall down. So, who has got the wit to sing now? Nobody can sing it out. And already those Brahmins might have understood, oh, this fellow is Vishis Chakra and nobody else. Nobody else can say so. He prastota iti amantriya. Addressing him. He prastotra is what is addressing him. Why he wanted to address him? Got directly asked. It's abhimukhi karunaya. To draw his attention towards his statement. What was the statement? Ya devata prastavam prastav bhaktim anugata. The one deity which is associated to which part? With the prastav part of the sama. Anugata means anvayata. Anugata. Associated. To which part? The prastav bhaktim. Bhaktim is part, division. To the part of sama which is called as prastava. Tam dechet devatam. Chet means if having not known it or without knowing it, if you are going to sing prastav bhaktir devatam tam devatam prastav bhaktir avidwan san, without knowing it, prastoshasi, but still if you dare to sing, then what is going to happen? Vidusho mama samipit. He said, a person having a knowledge of it, a knower of that deity, being in front of you, near me, if you have guts, come on, sing. Tat parokshe pihichet vipatet. Now again the objector comes. If a person without knowing it sings, if his head is going to fall, then no person can do the karma at all. The people who don't have any knowledge of these upasanas, how can they do karma kanda then? They have no right to do karma at all. This is a question arising. Even though Bhashakar is very careful, he said, added before, mama samipe, being myself standing close to you in front of me, if you sing, your head is going to fall. That nimitta is there. Bhashakar has added automatically because before us the discussion has already taken place. But now here is a different thing. There the discussion was whether the person says or not, your head is going to fall. That was the question there. If the person says or not, it should fall because he has done a mistake there. During the discussion, he has violated and he has done a sin. Then it should fall. For that the nimitta is, if a person says, then only it will fall. Otherwise not. With the desha, kala and nimitta. These are three reasons for the fruits of an action. Every action has not got the ability to give its fruits immediately. It may take time, certain time. It depends on the place. It may give immediately also in certain places. But it may take later, some more time also, may give in future, maybe next birth also certain acts. No guarantee. In Gita is told very clear, Gahana karmano gati. Gahana karmano gati. The karma's gati, the fruits of karma is very, very gahanam. Nobody can understand it. So, that was the question there. Now here the question is different. He said, the person has no right at all because everybody will fear of doing things. If I don't know, then if I do, my head will fall down. People may think so, and nobody will do the karma at all. Here is now speaking of the rights. There is why it is necessary to say or not to say. There is a question there. But here is the right to do. Tat parokshe api chet vipatet. Tat parokshe means when the person, that scholar, is not there, in the absence of a knower of the upasana, also, if the head is going to fall down, in the absence of the knower of the upasana, also, api, chet means if, vipatet, if the head is going to fall down, then tasya murdha vipatet, that the karamatra vidam adhikara eva karmesya. Then those pandits, those priests, who are only karma-resent with the rites, they don't have the knowledge of the meditations, upasanas. Karma matra vidam, you say Bhashakar is telling, karma matra vidam anadhikara eva karmesya, then they will have no right to do any the Vedic rites at all. And that is anishta, tacha anishtam, it is not desirable. The Veda will become completely lopa, because how many know the upasanas? Even today, collect all the pandits who are doing karmakanda all over the country, all Brahmins who are very adept in doing the karma, very efficient, and effectively they are doing. You ask them, even they don't know upasana. Most of them don't know. 99% of the people don't know, because they never read these Upanishads and all. How can they know the upasanas? So, still they are doing or not? And if this fear comes into your brain, then they cannot do. So that's why I said, Vidushamapi karma darshan, avidushamapi karma darshan. This is not desirable because it is seen in this world that avidushamapi, ignorant people, ignorant of meditations, ignorant, not totally ignorant, ignorant of meditations, but conversant of the karma, the rites. Such people are doing. That's what we are seeing in this world. This will be told by Siddhanti. Tacha anishtam. From here the Purpakshis ends. And Siddhanti says, no, this is not desirable. You cannot say so. Because it is seen in this world, even ignorant people, those who don't have the knowledge of meditation, but are only conversant of the karma of the right, are also doing. One reason. Second reason is this. If without knowing upasana a person cannot do karma at all, then what is the use of Dakshina Marga? For whom is Dakshina Marga? The path of means. Because a person with meditation told he will go to Uttarayana Marga. He is going the path of gods. Then there is no necessity of the path of means. But the Shruti is discussing about the path of means in detail. Therefore, you have to accept that without the knowledge of meditation also, people have got the right to do the rites. Dakshina Marga Shrutescha. Because the Vedic texts are discussing a lot about the path of means, on which path only those people are eligible to go who have got the knowledge of the karma only. When they are not doing meditation, they don't have knowledge of meditation also. Anadhikarecha avidusham uttareva eko marga shruyata. If at all there was no right to do the rites for ignorant people, then the Vedas would have discussed only one marga. They would have mentioned only one marga, one path, the path of gods, Uttarayana Marga. The Vedas would never have mentioned about the Dakshina Marga at all. Nature, the Purpaksha again stands up. Maharaj, the Dakshina Marga is not for karmis. It's not for these people, only ignorant people. He says it's for the smarta karma nimitta. Eva dakshana pantaha iti nacha. You don't say so. The Purpaksha says, this Dakshina Marga, the path of means, is meant for those people who do the karma, the rites mentioned in the Smriti. And they never do the karma mentioned in Shruti, in the Vedas. They are doing only smarta karma. Rudrayaga, this and that, general things, Nowadays, most of them are smarta karma only. Because nobody is eligible to do Shrauta karma. For Shrauta karma, you should have Adhan Agni. Adhan Agni Siddha. It's told just in Artha Sangra you are reading. Adhan Agni Siddha is the Adhikara. And Adhan Agni, only Agnihotra can have, nobody else. So there are no Trivarnika at present in the nowadays. Even Brahmins are also not available. Much of Agnihotras. Only few Agnihotras are available. So in such a condition, how that fellow can, he says, Only Smartha Karma people are more in this Kali Yuga. They are entitled to go on the path of Dakshinayana Marga. For them, this Dakshinayana path is there, not for those who does not know meditation and have got conversant with the karma, and they are doing Shrauta karma. Not for them is the path of means. The Purva the objector says so, but Siddhanti, the doctriner says no, because those who are going on the path of gods, and moreover, those who want to go to the greatest path, the path of sannyasa also, they have also been asked to do yajnena danena tapasa anashakena brahmanaha vividishanti. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad 4:22. Ityai shrudehe. This is the third reason. And not the third reason, is countering the Purva-paksha, that's all. The Purva-paksha said that this path of means is meant for those people who are doing the rites mentioned in the Smritis only. Now the Siddhanta says, no, it's not like that. The Uttarayana Marga and the Dakshinayana Marga, the differentiation has been differentiated very clearly for who is going to go in which path. Yajnana Danitya Shrudehe. Not only that, in the later part, 111.5. 111.5. Now we are reading 110. This is 110, the first chapter, 10th part you are studying now. And it is the 11th part, 5th mantra, it is there. Tathoktasya maya. When told so by me, your head is going to fall down, not otherwise. He is telling this part also in 111.5 later. Itija visheshanat vidyut samaksham eva karmani anidhikar. Therefore, you have to make this statement, you have to understand in such a way that this visheshana, this specific words that has been used by the Shruti, tathoktasya maya, if at all I say so, then only your head is going to fall down. That means what? That means in front of a scholar, a knower of the meditation, if a person who is not knowing does the act, then that is going to fall, not otherwise. Vidyut samaksham eva karmani anadhikara na sarvatra. Na sarvatra. Not in all the rites. For example, Agnihotra karma. Anybody can do it. Not necessarily any meditation there. Because there is no samagana at all, and such meditations are not there in it. Only general deities are there, Surya, Sva, Agnesva, Surya and Agni, that anybody can meditate on that. But these are special meditations related to certain sama. And these samas are only in Jyotishtom Yajna, Soma Yaga and such special yagas only, not in all karma, not in all rites. Therefore, in those rites especially where such severe meditations are not there, such rites can be done by an ignorant priest also. Therefore, said, Na sarvatra agnihotra smartha karma adhyanadishu cha. Just like agnihotra karma, smartha karmas, and adhyana karma, and all other such karmas in which such severe meditations related to sama and all other things are not there, such karma can be done by those priests who are only conversant with the karmas, the rites, and not conversant with the meditations. Anugyayaha tatra darshanacha. This is the third hetu, the third reason. Anugyayaha tatra darshanacha. In those cases, it is seen in different places, again and again it is seen. Approval has been given. Even here, Vishnu Chakran, what he says? After giving them knowledge, okay, now rest do your duties. He did not enter. And the king said, you do. But Vishnu said, no. It is an insult to these priests. I can't do that. You have already chosen these people. You get the work done through these people only. I will supervise being outside, help them wherever they are mistaken, guide them, that may happen. And you can give me all the dakshina that are going to all together. The whole you can give me also. Give them also, plus give me. That's acceptable. But I can't do this now. Because you have already chosen. The varna karma, what you call as varnam, has been done. That's why they have started to sing already. Hinkara is going on. Without varnam, how the hinkara can go? How can they start it? That means already varna is dikshani ishti has happened. Udyanishti has happened. Upasishtis also have happened. Now already they have come into the Agnesha Pashu Yaga, where Sama Yaga or the Soma Yaga, where Sama is going to be sung. At that stage, this fellow has entered into the Yajna Mandapa. Therefore, he can't replace them. It's not possible. Therefore, he says, I will not do. You give me dakshana, that's okay, and I'll help them to do in the right way. Anugyaya tatra darshana. Therefore, he is also giving approval to do to those people. Karamatra vidamapi adhikara siddha karmani iti murdhate upadishiti iti. By this statement, murdhate upadishati, it is to be construed to mean that even people who are not conversant with the meditations but conversant only with the rites have also got a right to do any karma, any such karma. Evame udgatar uvacha udgatarya devado udgitam manvayatta ancheda vidvam udgasyasi murdhate upadishyati Yome pratihartaram uvacha pratihartarya devada pratiharam manvayatta तांचेद विद्वान प्रतिहर्षसि मूर्धाति उपतिष्ठति तेह समारदाः तुष्टिमासाञ्चक्रिरे. They had to keep quiet. Evameva. Similarly, he went close to Udgata and told to him, Hey Bho, Ho Udgata, Deva Ya Devada Udgita Manavayatta, the deity which is associated in the Udgita part of Sama, which you are going to sing now, Tam Cheda Vidvan, having not known or not knowing that deity, if you are going to sing in front of me, then surely your head is going to fall down. Evameva. Similarly, again he went close to Pratiharta and he told to him also, Pratihe Bho Pratiharta, Oh Pratiharta, Ya Devada Pratihara Anvayata, that deity which is associated with the Pratihara part of the Sama, having not known that deity, if you are going to sing the Pratihara in front of me, then surely your head is going to fall down. Having heard so, they all refrained themselves from the duties. Te samarata. They refrained themselves from their duty. They kept quiet, silent. They did not sing. The Hinkara was finished. But the Prastava did not start after that. He kept quiet. That means what? The whole Yajna was stopped. The Prastava did not place, Udgita cannot take place later. And even the Pratiharta has been stopped now. Even he can't sing. Everything is, once Anga is stopped, means you see, the whole thing is stopped. Tushtim asan chakrave. They sat silently. Out of fear, what they can do? Evameva udgataram pratihartaram uvacha. Evameva udgataram pratihartaram cha uvacha. Bhashakara taking all the mantras together in shortcut is going on. Similarly, he told to Udgata and Pratiharta. Ityadi samanam anyat. The rest of the mantras meaning is one and the same. There is no difference. You can interpret in the same way. Te prastutrade karmabhya samarataha. The last part is written, therefore, they who prastuta, Udgata and Pratiharta. What did they do? Karmabhya samarada uparataha. They refrained themselves from their works. Santaha Uparata Santaha, having refrained themselves. Why did they refrain themselves? Murdapata Bayat, the fear of heads falling down. 1. Tushtim Asan Chakrire. They sat quiet. Annicha Kurvanda, and they did not want to do anything else. Another reason is Arthitvat. One was fear. The other thing, now they wanted to know before doing their duty. Arthitvat, because now they were seekers of the knowledge of those deities. Arthi, Vidyarthi, Vidyarthi, Dhanarthi, Artharthi. Similarly, Arthi means seeker. What they were seeking here? Yes, they were seeking the knowledge of the deities which is associated in the respective parts which they are going to sing. So, first chapter's 10th part is over. We'll have the 11th part tomorrow.